One day you'll thank yourself for refusing to quit. Not today, maybe not next week, maybe not even this year. But one day, you'll look back at this version of yourself and realize that the hardest battle you ever fought was the battle against giving up. Right now, you might be tired. Tired of trying. Tired of failing. Tired of putting in effort and seeing little to no reward. You wake up every day carrying dreams that nobody else can see. And sometimes it feels like you're carrying them alone. You look around and see people moving faster than you. People succeeding. People winning. People getting opportunities you wanted. And a voice inside your head starts whispering that maybe you're not good enough. Maybe it's too late. Maybe this isn't meant for you. But listen carefully. That voice is not the truth. That voice is the part of you that wants comfort. The part that wants to escape the struggle. The part that wants the reward without earning it. And if you keep listening to that voice, your future will pay the price. Because every dream dies the same way. Not from failure. Not from rejection. Not from mistakes. Dreams die when people quit. That's it. The moment you stop showing up, the moment you stop trying, the moment you decide that the pain of effort is too much, you close the door on every possibility that was waiting ahead. Most people never fail because they're incapable. They fail because they stop. They stop one chapter before things start changing. They stop one step before progress appears. They stop one day before the breakthrough. And years later, they spend their lives wondering what could have happened if they had just held on a little longer. Don't become one of those people, because regret is heavier than hard work. Hard work hurts. Regret haunts. Hard work lasts for a season. Regret can last a lifetime. Think about the person you want to become. The stronger version of you. The disciplined version. The successful version. The version that wakes up with confidence because they kept promises to themselves. That person is not built through motivation. That person is built through endurance. Through continuing when you don't feel like it. Through working when nobody is watching. Through staying committed when the excitement disappears. Anyone can work when they feel motivated. Anyone can chase a goal when everything is going well. But what about the days when nothing goes your way? What about the mornings when you feel defeated before the day even starts? What about the nights when you're questioning everything? Those are the moments that decide your future. Not the easy days. The hard ones. The days when quitting feels reasonable. The days when giving up seems justified. The days when nobody would blame you for walking away. If you can keep moving on those days, you become dangerous. Because most people won't. Most people are addicted to comfort. Most people want results without sacrifice. Most people want success without struggle. And that's exactly why most people stay average. The truth is simple. Nobody is coming to rescue your dreams. Nobody is coming to hand you the life you want. Nobody owes you success. Nobody owes you greatness. If you want a better future, earn it. If you want respect, earn it. If you want results, earn them. The world rewards action, not excuses. And every day you refuse to quit, you're casting a vote for the person you're becoming. Maybe the results aren't visible yet. Maybe nobody notices your effort. Maybe your progress feels painfully slow. Keep going anyway, because slow progress is still progress. And every step forward puts distance between you and the person you used to be. One day, you'll look at your life and realize that the turning point wasn't some magical opportunity. It wasn't luck. It wasn't perfect timing. It was the decision to keep going when quitting would have been easier. And that decision can start today, right here, right now, not tomorrow, not next month, today. Because your future self is watching every choice you make. And one day, that future version of you will either thank you for refusing to quit or wonder why you gave up so soon. Let me tell you something most people never realize until it's too late. The pain you're feeling right now has a purpose. The struggle you're facing right now has a purpose. The obstacles standing in your way have a purpose. You may not see it yet. You may not understand it yet. But every challenge is shaping you into someone stronger than you were yesterday. The problem is that people expect growth to feel good. It doesn't. Growth is uncomfortable. Growth demands something from you. Growth forces you to confront weaknesses you've been avoiding. It forces you to face fears you've been hiding from. It forces you to become accountable for the life you're creating. And that's why so many people quit. Not because the goal is impossible, but because becoming the person capable of reaching that goal is difficult. Everyone wants the reward. Very few people want the transformation. Everyone wants confidence. Very few are willing to do the things that build confidence. Everyone wants success. Very few are willing to endure the failures that come before it. Everyone wants respect. Very few are willing to earn it through consistency. You can't skip the process. You can't take shortcuts around discipline. You can't avoid sacrifice and still expect extraordinary results. Life doesn't work that way. The version of you that achieves great things is hidden behind thousands of ordinary days. Days when nobody claps for you. Days when nobody notices your effort. Days when you're tempted to stop. Those days matter more than you think. Because character is built in silence. Discipline is built in silence. Mental toughness is built in silence. Nobody sees the early mornings. Nobody sees the extra hours. Nobody sees the sacrifices. They only see the outcome. They only see the success. They only see the victory. And then they call you lucky. They call it talent. They call it timing. What they don't see is the years of refusing to quit. What they don't see is the number of times you want to walk away, but didn't. What they don't see is the battle you fought with yourself every single day. The battle between who you are and who you could become. Right now, you're in that battle, and nobody can fight it for you. Not your family, not your friends, not your mentors, not your heroes. This fight belongs to you. Every morning, you wake up with a choice. You can choose comfort, or you can choose growth. You can choose excuses, or you can choose responsibility. You can choose temporary relief, or you can choose long-term fulfillment. The choice seems small in the moment, but repeated every day, it becomes your future. That's how lives change, not through one massive decision, but through hundreds of small decisions made consistently over time. A workout when you don't feel like exercising. A study session when you'd rather scroll on your phone. An extra hour of effort when everyone else has already stopped. Those moments don't look important, but they are. Because success is never built in giant leaps. It's built in daily victories. Tiny victories, repeated over and over again. And here's the part nobody wants to hear. You're going to have bad days. Days where you feel weak. Days where you feel lost. Days where you doubt yourself. Days where you fail. Accept it. Stop expecting perfection. Perfection isn't required. Persistence is. You don't need to win every day. You just need to refuse to surrender. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to keep moving. You don't need to feel confident all the time. You just need to keep showing up. That's what separates people who achieve their goals from those who don't. Not intelligence, not talent, not luck. Persistence. The willingness to continue after disappointment. The willingness to continue after failure. The willingness to continue after setbacks. Because every setback carries a lesson. Every failure carries information. Every mistake teaches something valuable. But only if you stay in the game long enough to learn from it. The person who quits never gets the lesson. The person who keeps going gains wisdom. And wisdom eventually turns into results. Years from now, nobody will remember how many times you failed. Nobody will remember how many obstacles stood in your way. What they'll remember is that you kept going. What you'll remember is that you kept going. And most importantly, one day you'll wake up living a life that once felt impossible. Not because everything was easy, not because the path was smooth, but because you refused to quit when quitting seemed like the easiest option. That's the power of persistence. And that's why your future self is counting on the decisions you make today. There will come a moment when nobody believes in you. A moment when the results aren't showing. A moment when your hard work seems invisible. A moment when people start doubting your vision. Some may question your goals. Some may laugh at your ambitions. Some may tell you to be realistic. And some will quietly wait for you to fail. Get used to it, because the road to anything meaningful is often lonely. People celebrate success. They rarely respect the struggle that comes before it. When you're unknown, nobody notices your effort. When you're building, nobody sees the sacrifices. When you're improving, nobody applauds the discipline. But that doesn't mean your work is meaningless. It means you're in the phase that most people never survive. The phase where faith matters more than evidence. The phase where you keep moving despite having no guarantees. The phase where your belief in yourself is tested every single day. This is where most dreams are abandoned, not because they weren't possible, but because the person chasing them lost patience. They wanted results faster. They wanted proof sooner. They wanted certainty before continuing. Life doesn't offer that. Sometimes you have to keep walking through the darkness before you ever see the light. Sometimes you have to trust your effort before the results arrive. Sometimes you have to work for months or years without receiving immediate rewards. That's reality. And if you can't accept that reality, you'll constantly quit before reaching your destination. The truth is that success takes longer than most people expect. The transformation takes longer. The progress takes longer. The rewards take longer. But the time will pass anyway. Think about that. 1 year from now is coming whether you work hard or not. 5 years from now is coming whether you stay disciplined or not. The future is arriving no matter what you do. The question is simple. When it gets here, who will you be? Will you be stronger? Will you be wiser? Will you be closer to your goals? Or will you be carrying the same excuses you have today? Nobody can answer that except you, because every day you are either building your future or delaying it. There is no middle ground. Every action matters. Every decision matters. Every habit matters. The life you want is not built someday. It is built daily, brick by brick, choice by choice, effort by effort. Most people underestimate what they can achieve in a few years of relentless consistency. They focus too much on immediate results. They become discouraged because progress isn't happening fast enough. Then they quit, and quitting guarantees failure. You cannot fail if you refuse to stop. You may face delays. You may face setbacks. You may face obstacles. But as long as you're still moving, the story isn't over. Remember that. The story isn't over. Not after one bad week. Not after one mistake. Not after one rejection. Not after one failure. The story ends only when you decide it ends. Until then, there is still another opportunity. Another lesson. Another chance to improve. Another chance to grow. Another chance to become stronger. Stop looking at where you are. Start focusing on where you're headed. Because your current situation is not your final destination. Your current struggle is not your permanent reality. Your current difficulties are not your identity. They're a chapter, not the whole story. And chapters change, but only for people who keep turning the page. So stop waiting for perfect conditions. Stop waiting for motivation. Stop waiting for confidence. Start moving. Start working. Start building. Because confidence comes from action. Strength comes from action. Momentum comes from action. The person you want to become is not waiting for you to feel ready. That person is waiting for you to start. And one day, when you're standing in a place that once seemed impossible to reach, you'll realize something powerful. You were capable all along. You just needed the courage to keep going long enough to discover it. You just needed the discipline to continue when others stopped. You just needed the determination to refuse surrender. That's what changes everything. Not talent, not luck, not perfect circumstances. The decision to keep moving forward no matter how difficult the road becomes. And that decision is available to you right now. Let's get brutally honest now. Nobody is coming to fix your life. Nobody is coming to rescue your dreams. Nobody is coming to do the work for you. If you keep waiting for motivation, you will stay stuck. If you keep waiting for the perfect moment, you will lose years. If you keep waiting to feel ready, you will never start. Because readiness is not a feeling. It is a decision. And most people never make that decision. They stay trapped in excuses that sound reasonable but lead nowhere. I'm too tired. I'll start tomorrow. It's not the right time. I don't have enough resources. All of these sound valid in the moment, but they're just ways of avoiding discomfort. And comfort is the enemy of progress. Look at the people you admire. They didn't become who they are by avoiding pain. They became who they are by pushing through it. When others rested, they worked. When others gave up, they stayed. When others made excuses, they made progress. That's the difference. Not intelligence, not talent, not luck, willingness to continue. You think successful people don't feel tired? They do. You think they don't feel like quitting? They do. You think they don't struggle? They absolutely do. But they don't negotiate with their discipline. They don't surrender to their emotions. They don't let temporary feelings decide permanent outcomes. And neither should you. Because every time you choose comfort over effort, you reinforce weakness. But every time you choose effort over comfort, you build strength. It's that simple. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need perfect conditions. You don't need perfect timing. You need consistency, even when it's boring, even when it's hard, even when it feels pointless. Especially then, because that's where most people quit. They quit when results are not visible. They quit when progress feels slow. They quit when motivation disappears. But the people who win, they keep going through that exact phase. Not because it's easy, but because they refuse to accept failure as their identity. You are not your current situation. You are not your current income. You are not your current level. You are not your current mistakes. You are what you repeatedly do. If you keep showing up, you change. If you keep learning, you improve. If you keep pushing, you evolve. But if you stop, everything stops. No progress, no growth, no change, just regret. And regret is a heavy thing to carry. Heavier than effort, heavier than discipline, heavier than sacrifice. Years from now, you will either thank yourself or question yourself. You will either look back with pride or with disappointment. And the difference between those two futures is decided right now. Not tomorrow, not someday, right now. Every time you push through when you want to quit, you are building a different future. Every time you choose discipline, you are shaping your identity. Every time you refuse to give up, you are proving something to yourself that no one can take away. That you are stronger than your excuses, stronger than your comfort, stronger than your fear. And that strength is what changes everything. Because life doesn't reward potential. It rewards execution. It rewards consistency. It rewards those who stay in the game long enough to win it. So stop underestimating what you are capable of. Not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. You either take control of your life now, or life will control you later. And that choice is always in your hands. At some point, you will realize something that changes everything. The pain didn't last forever. The struggle didn't destroy you. The pressure didn't break you. It built you. But you only see that clearly in hindsight. While you're in it, it feels like nothing is working. It feels like you're moving too slowly. It feels like you're behind. But you're not behind. You are in the process. And the process is never comfortable. People quit because they misunderstand this part. They think difficulty means they are failing. They think resistance means they are not meant for it. They think slow progress means no progress. That thinking destroys more dreams than failure ever will. Because failure can be learned from. But quitting removes the chance to learn it all. Right now, you're being shaped, not by success, but by repetition, by discipline, by showing up when you don't feel like it. That is where real strength is created. Not in moments of motivation, but in moments of decision. The decision to continue when everything inside you says stop. And if you keep making that decision, something powerful starts to happen. You stop needing validation. You stop needing approval. You stop needing proof that it will work out. Because you become the proof. Your actions become your evidence. Your discipline becomes your identity. And at that point, nothing can easily shake you. Because you've already survived the hardest part. The part where you wanted to quit, but didn't. The part where nothing was working, but you stayed anyway. The part where you felt invisible, but kept building. That version of you is being created right now. Every effort matters more than it feels like. Every small win counts more than it looks like. Every day you stay consistent is another layer added to your future self. And one day, you will look back and realize something powerful. You didn't need everything to be perfect. You just needed to stay in the fight long enough to become capable. Capable of handling pressure. Capable of handling responsibility. Capable of handling success. Because success without discipline destroys people. But success built on discipline strengthens them. That is why this phase matters so much. It is not punishment. It is preparation. And preparation is never glamorous. It is repetitive, it is tiring, it is quiet, but it is what separates those who make it from those who don't. So if you feel like nothing is happening, keep going anyway. If you feel like progress is slow, keep going anyway. If you feel like quitting, keep going anyway. Because the only people who reach the other side are the ones who refuse to stop in the middle. And the middle is exactly where most people give up. Not at the beginning, not at the end. In the middle, when it's boring, when it's hard, when it feels pointless. But if you can survive the middle, everything changes. Because the middle is where winners are made. And right now, you are closer than you think. This is the part where everything comes together. One day, you will wake up and realize you made it through the phase that breaks most people. You didn't quit when it was boring. You didn't quit when it was slow. You didn't quit when it hurt. You didn't quit when nobody was watching. And that is exactly why your life is different now. Not because it got easier, but because you got stronger. There is no secret moment where everything suddenly becomes perfect. There is only persistence. There is only repetition. There's only the decision you made every single day to keep going. And now you're standing on the other side of all those decisions. You will look back at the nights you wanted to give up. You will remember the mornings you had no motivation. You will remember the times you doubted yourself completely. And you will finally understand that those moments were not there to stop you. They were there to build you. Every time you stayed, you earned something that cannot be taken away. Discipline, mental strength, self-respect. Because the truth is simple. You don't gain confidence by thinking. You gain confidence by surviving what you thought you couldn't. And you did. That is why one day you will thank yourself. Not for being perfect, not for being the smartest, not for having the easiest path, but for refusing to quit when quitting would have been easier. That decision is what changed everything. Now, if this message hit you even a little, don't just let it fade. Subscribe to the channel so you stay connected to this mindset every time you need it. Like the video, so more people who are struggling can find it and get back on their feet. Comment and share your experience, what you're going through, or what part of this hit you the hardest. And if you know someone who's on the edge of giving up, share this with them too. Not to push them, but to remind them what they are capable of. Because someone out there needs to hear this right now.